When people ask me about assessment and they ask me about competency and assessment, we go back to this really simple Venn diagram. And that Venn diagram, let's just quickly make something here that looks kind of like this, okay, is made up of skills, the knowledge we need to undertake those skills, and the attitude that we need to do it safely, properly, and in a workplace environment. So what you're actually looking at when you're talking about competency is this little overlap in the middle. People have skills from all areas of their life that they have grown with through experience. And, that's fantastic. That's great. That's good that they've got those, but it doesn't apply to this particular thing we're trying to learn. Same applies to knowledge. They've got knowledge about all sorts of things. Might be history, might be music, might be whatever, but it might not apply to this particular thing. And finally, attitude. Now, you can call this a few other things, but let's just stick with attitude for now. The attitude you bring in are your emotional intelligence, as far as your emotional state, the emotions of others, how you interact, etc. Other things that you bring in with attitude are, again, probably attached to your experiences, right? Because your experiences shape who you are, and who you are is represented in your attitude towards things. Are you patient? Are you dedicated? Are you a perfectionist? What things from your experiences have turned you into that? And finally, there's something that we can't necessarily change, and this is if you're a full believer on nature versus nurture, but there is also maybe your genes, okay? Maybe what you're made up of, and I don't know why I put a comma in there. Oh, sorry. That shouldn't be there. But your genes, right? So there's things we carry along with us that maybe we don't have as big a say in as we'd like to think we do. Okay, so now you're seeing the complexity, right? The complexity of actually trying to assess someone's knowledge, skills, and attitude when we're assessing in vocational education. I hope that brings some light into the world of assessment, because assessment on its own can be quite difficult if you think about it too linearly. Okay, but when you start to put all these pieces together, you realize people are bringing in so much and you're just assessing this little bit in the middle. So see what you can do, and this applies to RPL a lot, right? But see what you can do as an assessor to ensure that the skills they've learned, the knowledge they've learned, and the attitude they bring in are focused in on just what they need to do that task. It'll make it a lot easier for them and a lot easier for you.